Okay, so we've removed the batteries. Our job here today is to patch up this rusted through spot. Got some rusty paint primer. I think I'm gonna hook up my air gun and try and blow some of this out. All this gunk. And I think these wood things are here just keeping the batteries up off the gunk. Let's see what else we got in here. Lots of trash. That little metal tab is rusted totally through. Originally holding the batteries there.
My legs are tired, Dad.
Your legs are tired, buddy? You helping Dad out today? Are you a big helper? Sort of. Okay, so I took off a plate on the bottom here. Here's the plate, pretty gunky. Give me a little more access, and I've tried to scratch it off with my flathead screwdriver a little bit. I'm going to use my air blow gun, 150 psi I have. Try and clean this out a bit. And once it's all cleaned out, then I'll probably take the grinder to it maybe try and dry it or something, and then I'm going to put the spray paint on. We'll see how it goes. Okay, use the air compressor. I didn't quite get it as clean as I'd like to see it. So I'm going to use a pressure washer now. See how this goes. Okay, so I pressure washed it. I used the air compressor to blow it dry as best I could, and the towel to pat it dry. And I spray painted it. Unfortunately, there's still water drips coming down from up above a little bit, so you can kind of see where the water's sitting there. Not ideal, but I think I got the core area protected fairly well. Spray painted all the stuff that was rusting. And then I spray painted a little bit here, but I didn't have a paintbrush and it looked like shit and it was running, so I didn't do any more. I did a little bit up on this thing too, just because I had extra. A little bit around there, but this was the prime area. This is really the only area that really needed it. We'll see. Let's see how it looks after it dries. It's supposed to take an hour or two to dry, but I'm probably gonna give it a day, given that it's like 60 degrees and kind of humid and overcast. I don't know if it'll dry that fast. We'll see. Okay, this is it after being painted. It rained, unfortunately, after I painted it, but the paint seems to have somewhat stuck on there. I put a pretty heavy coat on. I think I'll just have to do. I'll drop the batteries back in there, get it all hooked back up, and see if it still works. What do you think, Duber?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Alright, so I put the batteries back into it and got it all wired up again. The engine started up, thank God. So, pretty happy about that. And I'm loading Mr. Griffin in, and we're going to go and clean up a little bit of the trench, because the next project is changing the oil, which we also did tonight. I didn't get footage of that, but everything went smoothly there as far as I know. Hardest part is figuring out where you can dump any of this oil at, you know. The battery compartment seems to be good to go though. Maybe the paint job won't be quite as good or last quite as long as I would hope due to the rain and how it was a little bit wet. I'm not sure how that affects the drying of the paint. But it seemed fairly dry when I put everything back in, and I think it should be okay. I guess we'll see. Duber, dirty? Are you a dirty man?